Have you ever shared a train ride with someone who doesn't belong to this world? On a rainy night, as the Midnight Express carved its way through the misty countryside, Liam never expected to meet a woman who would change everything he believed about time, reality, and life itself. She was beautiful, distant, and oddly out of place. But what began as a simple conversation turned into a chilling encounter that still haunts him to this day. The train rolled through the night like a silver serpent, cutting across the damp countryside under a pale, flickering moon. Inside, the carriage lights dimmed and flickered, casting soft glows on passengers too tired to notice. Liam, a freelance photographer with a restless soul, had just returned from an assignment and was heading home, seeking nothing more than sleep. He boarded the Midnight Express without much thought, carrying only his backpack and a camera with one full roll left. Carriage 7 was nearly empty. Just an old man asleep by the window, and her. She sat gracefully by the far end, dressed in a vintage red coat, her hair perfectly curled like someone out of a 1940s film reel. Her gaze was fixed on the window, unmoving. She didn't flinch when the train jerked forward. She didn't even blink when Liam walked past. But something about her presence made the air heavy, as if time slowed in her presence. Curiosity got the better of Liam. After settling into a seat a few rows ahead, he turned back, and she was gone. Confused, he stood up and walked toward the back of the carriage. Empty. He looked behind the velvet curtains near the door, peeked into the lavatory nothing. He returned to his seat, unsure whether he had imagined her. But as he glanced at the dusty window beside him, he saw a faint reflection of her, sitting behind him again. This time, when he turned, she was there. "Do you believe in déjà vu?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper, her eyes a stormy gray. Liam froze. "Sometimes." She tilted her head. "Sometimes. It means you're not supposed to be here." He tried to smile, but her tone was so serious, so devoid of warmth, that it chilled him. "Are you traveling far?" he asked, more out of nerves than genuine interest. She didn't answer immediately. Her gaze went to the rain-streaked window. Far enough, but not far enough to escape. Liam frowned. "Escape what?" She slowly turned to him, locking eyes. "This train doesn't stop where you think it does." Before he could ask more, the lights flickered again, and she vanished. Liam sprang up and rushed down the aisle. Empty. Not even the old man remained. He turned toward the next carriage, but it was sealed. No lights, no sound, as if it didn't exist. A conductor passed suddenly, his uniform faded and dusty. "Is everything all right, sir?" Liam nodded hesitantly. There was a woman sitting right there. The conductor's eyes narrowed. "Carriage 7 hasn't been in use for years." "What?" Liam looked around. Everything seemed older now. The seats warm, the lights yellowed, the floor creaking. It was as if he had slipped into a different time. Suddenly, the train jerked. Out the window, the scenery had changed. No towns, no stations, just thick fog and endless forest. He pulled out his camera instinctively and snapped a photo, hoping to ground himself in something real. The flash flickered, and behind the glass, he saw her reflection again. Not in her red coat this time, but in a faded white dress, blood stains at the collar, her expression sorrowful, pleading. "You shouldn't have followed me." Her voice echoed through the carriage, though her lips didn't move. Then silence. The train slowed. The conductor returned, his eyes soft now. "Sir, you'll need to disembark. Where are we?" The door opened. Beyond it, a forgotten platform covered in moss, flickering lanterns lining the edges, and an overwhelming scent of jasmine and rust. A shadowy figure waited ... The woman. Without speaking, Liam stepped off the train. His feet hit the platform with a surreal heaviness. As the train doors shut behind him and disappeared into the mist, Liam realized he had no idea where or when he was. And she, the mysterious woman with the storm-gray eyes, reached for his hand. "Welcome home," she whispered. "Was Liam ever found? Is this the afterlife? A loop in time? Or just the price of curiosity?" Like, comment, and subscribe for more haunting stories based on true encounters and twisted imaginations. And remember, the next time you ride a train alone at night, check who's really sitting behind you.